think that this access that we have to this particular demographic of people, and people who really enjoy the party, but they're also extremely socially relevant. Yep. They're also very active in their communities. You know, we keep Have Plenty in Harlem on purpose, right? Mm-hmm. No disrespect to any other boroughs. We're hopefully doing a Brooklyn edition soon, but it was very important to me to support restaurants in Harlem. The Cecil, which was our first restaurant, is Black owned, right? It was very important for us to keep it where it was. And so I think that the access that we have to those and the ability to really expand the pockets of our friends and our colleagues and our neighborhood restaurants and venues, like those types of things really, I know they mean a lot to me, and I'm assuming that, you know, they probably mean a lot to you as well.
I think another part of it to me is, you know, a lot of people thought that we didn't exist.
Yeah.
I think the fact that, you know, Grits is the oldest. I think Grits is 6, right? Grits is 6. South of the City is 5. You're 4. Mm-hmm.
We're 2. Yep.
So before 2010, right, we didn't exist, right, according to corporate America.
Right.
It was like, we hear about it, but we can't really see y'all.
Right.
Go to Grits and Biscuits party and tell me what you see. Right. Go to Henny Palooza and tell me what you see. Go to South of the City or Have Plenty and tell me what you see. Mm-hmm. The proof is right there. Yeah. What you want to do?
Yeah. I think it's just to go a little further into your point. These are all Black-owned businesses, and as Black people, especially in a time like now, we need to feel ownership of something. And so, like, from the people who actually curate it to the people who attend it, they feel like they have part ownership of Have Plenty. You know, they feel like they have ownership of South in the City. They feel like, oh, I've grown with Grits, you know, and I've grown with Henny Palooza. So for them, they feel like that's theirs. Granted, they're still going to come, they're still going to support, they're still going to buy tickets, but they're also your first evangelist on the front line. You know, like this, you got to come to this. Like I have people who come to me all the time, like, I've come to every one that you've ever had. And I'm like, that's crazy to me because we had like 30, you know? So for that, I think that's a huge part of it. And to your point again, as far as like with brands identifying kind of this demo that they want to reach that no one really reaches the way we do. And I feel like we have such an empowered voice and such an authoritative voice with this demo because we're them. Yeah. And they see us as them. They don't see us as the guy from the Coca-Cola commercial who looks like them. We're actually them, you know, and we speak to them, I feel like, in a voice that they understand and that they respect. And I think that's the biggest thing with our community is respect. If they don't respect you, they won't buy from you. If they don't respect you, they won't go to anything that you do. They won't support you. It's about respect in our community first. And I feel like these particular brands kind of like evoke that from our people. And that's why we are where we are and hopefully going further.
Yeah, and to your point earlier, I mean, I think that, you know, the one thing, because we are who we serve, we all know what we need and what we're missing, right? And so we took advantage of, you know, providing that service to our people. And, you know, I recognize, I mean, I'm assuming that I might be a little older than everybody else on this panel, but there were people that came before me, you know what I mean, and before us, and before Grits, and there were movements in the other areas, in other cities. I mean, in Atlanta, like Funk Jazz Cafe was a movement when I was in school, you know, and they were tapped into us, the audience that we're tapped into now, and for whatever reason, those movements either change or recreate themselves in some other way. And I think that there's a certain level of responsibility that we all feel and we all hold, if I can make an assumption, to the audiences that we serve. And so when brands and companies come to us, you know, that's what's most important for us. You know, I mean, we tell them straight up, like, if you come to us with assumptions about our audience and you don't truly understand them, then, as Alzo Slade always says, all money ain't good money. We will walk away. And so for that, you know, I think that there is a level of responsibility, because Grits is no longer Izimo Breezy's party. You know, any question that comes up on a chat board about what do you wear, like, there used to be a time I was monitoring, answering every question. Yes. I don't answer them anymore because someone else will pop in and say, don't mess up and wear heels. That's a rookie
somebody
mistake.
answer for you.
Exactly, because they know and they own it. And so for us, like, who we are most responsible to are those people who now own Grits and Biscuits and who now own our other, you know, Saturday morning cartoons. And so it's just every day you wake up and you're trying to do good business, but you're also trying, it's kind of like, you know, growing up in a black household, like
Yeah.
when you leave the house, you're representing the names of the people that you left in that house. And so we just try to do our best as business people to do right by the people who have, put us in this position to go across the country and across the world and bring them something that they need, because they tell you, and they tell you when you
They
miss
sure
the
do.
mark too.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know,
They definitely do.
I know that
and I-
firsthand.
Yeah,
right.
know that
Definitely do.
firsthand.
They
We all have
definitely
the
do.
stories. Yeah.
We all do, and we respect every single email. It may be one email out of 1,500 that we're all like, it's great, and there's that one that had a problem. Like, we respect that, and we listen, and we try to like make sure that it's better for the next person, because we wouldn't be in this situation if it wasn't for them.
She's like a million